was deciding what university to go to, I was confused. So many different ones to choose from, and so many different courses. I didn't even know what I wanted to take. Finally, I decided on Laurier. I wasn't here 4 days, and I knew I'd be here 4 years.
Every university has something which makes it different from another. Wilfrid Laurier's attraction for many is its size, 3,000 students on a compact campus. The size, however, doesn't inhibit the quality of academic choices. The university specializes in undergraduate programs as well as graduate degrees in arts, business, divinity, and social work.
Buenas tardes.
Arts and Science is the largest faculty, offering a choice of 56 degree programs.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Buenas noches.
Means both good evening and good night.
Using pour ou pendant. Je vous verrai à Paris.
J'y passerai les vacances.
Je vous verrai à Paris pendant les vacances.
Most first-year students take 5 subjects, which gives them a chance to decide what they'll specialize in next year.
6 heures, mais il arrivera à 6h10.
Il arrivera en retard.
They couldn't understand Swift's method of irony. They could not see that he was writing irony. He was not advocating what seems to be lying on those pages. He's advocating the exact opposite.
But I still think that that's a weakness on Swift's part, because he should really give you some indication of when he's speaking and when he wants you to know the reverse.
But he has, Lisa. Now, mind you, it might not be clear until after you have read enough of Swift to realize what always are his themes or his little tricks.
Oh, there it goes.
This apparatus is really nothing more than just a sophisticated distillation setup.
Asking questions and understanding the answers is so much easier in small groups.
With this setup, we can distill the alcohol at a lower temperature because we are drawing a vacuum on the system.
Then the carotenes are in this extract as well?
Yes, the carotenes are in there. You can't see them because they are masked by the green color of the chlorophyll.
Students of geography investigate the physical and human environment and learn how they interact.
Let's see, what is the pH?
It's 7,
And a DO?
13 parts per million.
Okay, switch the temperature.
It's 11 degrees Celsius.
The next procedure is to set the north arrow. There's a stick just down the river there, about 100 yards, and there's a cobweb on it. Up to sight through the eyepiece and see if you can see it.
That's really very sad about what we don't keep from childhood. I think the ability to be amazed and the spontaneity of small children, and those are often lost as we move through adulthood. In the eyes of children, anything can happen, largely because so little has happened before, admittedly. But one needs rather desperately a sense of proportion when you're dealing with youngsters. And, of course, also a sense of humor.
What was your problem the last time?
Well, I made eyes bigger than the head.
Oh, dear.
They're all over the place, so I had to make someone's head look like a monkey.
Field placements in schools, hospitals, and probation centers allow psychology students to relate classroom theory to human experience.
You should give it a bright color like red.
We never use rulers in painting.
Something that many people generally are unaware of when a company sells stock to the general public. Usually there is no risk entailed for the company because a group of underwriters have actually bought that stock from the firm. The firm essentially drops out of the picture, and then it becomes the responsibility of the underwriters.
Students taking a Bachelor of Business Administration degree enter the 4-year honors program in their first year.
One is via this thing known as the OTC, or the over-the-counter market, and the other direction that they can take is to sell the stock via the organized stock exchange.
Closely allied to business is the honors economics program. Here, the real world is brought into the classroom.
This tape you see here at Laurier is exactly the same tape that's on the floor of the Toronto Stock Exchange and in every leading brokerage office across Canada. You see it's in 2 levels. At the top, code letters which identify the stocks. At the bottom, the figures which indicate the quantity of stock traded and the latest price.
Are these quotations up to the minute?
I would say today that those prices are 1 minute old, no more.
Does Keller's action seem reasonable?
Trudy?
Understanding labor relations is important in the business world.
He's working with these men, so in order to appear one of them and gain their confidence again, he's going to have to do something rebellious or drastic, so it probably appears rational to him to do this.
Dan?
He has the right to protest what's happened, that their wages have declined in relation to all the other workers. Any person has the right to do that, but he hasn't got the right to do it the way he did it.
Okay, what do you mean he has the right to do it the way he did it?
He doesn't have a right to do it the way he did it. A wildcat one-day walkout strike without the formal authorization of the local union.
Right.
Now, management can be pretty perturbed at that, and I don't blame them.
Sure. Now, the problem is, a wildcat strike is an anti-union action as well as an anti-management action. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Senior business students often concentrate their studies in finance, marketing, and accounting. Laurier was the first choice for many of them because of the co-op option.
Rick Wendler. Yes, Mr. Smith, how are you?
This means alternating study terms with work terms in accounting companies, banks, and most of Canada's leading industries.
Okay, I'll see you then. Thank you. I took co-op business at Laurier to gain work experience and employer contact.
Okay, in this program, remember what was happening with that customer. All you really got to do is take this line and change it so that it now points down somewhere here, okay?
I mean, you...
An individual and personal study relationship is encouraged in every department, but in music, the smallest faculty, it's essential.
Yeah, and there's the same about what? By, dear. Boy, dear.
And the word bereite.
Bereite.
That's wrong.
That's wrong.
Okay.
Bereite dich. Bereite dich.
Bereite dich.
Better again.
Bereite dich.
All right, let's take it.
That was fine. So I'd like to show you something. If one's going from the bottom string to the top string, there's a way to make it much easier. By pushing the instrument forward from the bottom string, just make it stand up, and then bring it back. Let's try that. It's just, you can do that. Your hand's there, your left hand's there. You can push the instrument forward very easily.
Okay, right over here, Chris. You kind of wanted to play too much, you see. I think you get a little bit afraid of that line, and you overpowered the first line. And I think you can help her if you just play out a little more, all right? One more time.
Many students aspire to a career as performers, but others will want to become teachers or musicologists.
The main reason I'm studying music at Laurier is because of the faculty. I think they're all very qualified, and I enjoy studying under them.
The first priority of any university is to educate, but this also means providing an opportunity for human development, a chance to interact and to participate in all facets of campus life, the student newspaper, campus radio, or student government. Preference for living in residence is given to first-year students.
All right, we'll do that. I have to get this essay done by next week. Yeah, for psychology. So, well, we can go at 8 o'clock.
Living on campus, you can learn about getting along with people. If you choose Laurier, you participate in a whole learning experience. competition, intramural or varsity, or whether you play to keep fit and have fun, the choice is here.
I know I made the right decision. You may decide to go someplace else. The important thing is to come and look around. Decide for yourself.